So RVF is one of those projects we've been talking about for a few months now. And my thing is, because we're going to be talking about the RVF, RocketX Exchange token, the utility, and why it's been taking this massive turnaround. And a lot of people don't know that this cryptocurrency has been around for a while. You can see huge cup and handle. I don't even know if this is a cup and handle. I don't know what this is. This is a just a very bullish pattern. But this project has been around since 2021, and we got into this project right in the last dip here, right around 23-24 cent. So it ran from 9 cent up to 20 cent, and that's when it caught my attention. And when it dipped down to the 23 cent range, 23-24 cent range, that's when we started to enter the RVF token. Actually, salute to SMM Crypto. He was the one that actually put it on my radar because he did a video on it, and I started doing research. And this is why it's important, family, to do your own due diligence and do your own research. And when I started doing my research, I was like, that is interesting, right? One tap, I can pretty much swap a cryptocurrency. So for instance, let's say you were using crypto.com exchange with certain tokens, right? You either got to buy Ethereum and send that ETH to MetaMask and then buy your super Degen plays. The same thing with BNB. You send that BNB token over to Trust Wallet, and then you utilize Pancake Swap and things, etc., etc. But with RVF, you can literally swap in a seamless way Bitcoin for ETH. You feel me? You don't have to sell Bitcoin into fiat and then buy Ethereum. You feel me? You can seamlessly swap these tokens. And for that reason, I was like, oh, this is interesting. But then a lot of people were saying, well, RVF didn't have utility and things of that sort. And I started even doing a deeper dive in RVF, and it just made me even more bullish. And we're going to get into that. But just imagine if you can invest into a project that was a DEX swap, right? Truly decentralized, but also did everything a centralized exchange did. Well, here you have it with RocketX Exchange. You can see right here, RocketX is the most advanced hybrid CEX and DX aggregator that makes it easier to compare prices across 250 plus exchanges to help traders with best prices on every swap. From dapps to institutions, keyword, we act as a middleware by simplifying access to global crypto liquidity via a single API in-app crypto swaps with the best prices, one-click cross-chain capability. So huge, because the one thing that scares a lot of people from DeFi is the having to do all the extra stuff, the lack of interoperability, right? They don't want to, send any cryptos anywhere. Nobody wants to take that chance on sending a huge amount of cryptocurrency and it get lost in the system, right? Nobody wants to take that chance. I hear stories all the time. So projects like this, where you can do everything on the exchange without having to be a degen, right, are going to be huge in the next cycle, because when new people come into cryptocurrency and actually want to learn DeFi, it won't be a big learning curve with projects like RVF. And it's simply been getting a lot of interest, a lot. This is a thread here from 2x and more cryptocurrency. Very great threads. Shout out 2x and more. Do I follow you? I'm gonna take the example and follow you, good brother. It says many people must be wondering why the sudden interest in RVF. RVF has been a diamond in the dirt for far too long, and you are just about to find out the reason. So let's go over some of the reasons on why this cryptocurrency is actually pumping. First and foremost, RVF simplifies access to 20,000 plus tokens across 450 exchanges via single intuitive UI and API. So one click transfer, one click swap, whatever you want to do. Swap to any wallet. With one click, you can swap from one wallet and receive tokens on a different wallet of your choice with RVF. That's crazy. Interoperability. The RVF team is on a mission to simplify interoperability between all leading blockchains and support one-click cross swap. So I believe you can do this with AVAX, Hedera, ETH, Bitcoin. A lot of the big chains out there are being utilized here on RVF. You can also compare prices with other exchanges. So instead of spending all that money on fees with some of these exchanges and even ETH, you can simply find the best price for your swap on RVF. It's also non-custodial, not your keys, not your token. RVF helps users take complete control of their tokens. Also, users can access a wide selection of trading options and experience the ease of making trades with RVF, all inside a safe and user-friendly environment. And, a lot of people also question the utility. Like, well, Millie, what's the utility of RVF? What is the actual token used for? Because I can use the exchange, but why should I hold the token? Well, fam, I thought you never asked, because after doing even more research on the RVF ecosystem, you can see there are benefits to holding the RVF token. This is why we're nearly up 3x on this cryptocurrency project. Let's talk about some of the benefits here. So, you can see here, these are the benefits for holding the RVF token here. So multiple revenue streams. Rocket generates revenue via multiple service and the products it offers as shown below. So these are some of the ways that they generate revenue through their crypto services. Now this is huge because I like projects that generate revenue. Very, very similar to the traditional projects or the traditional stock, right? A lot of those projects have working products that generate revenue where everything isn't just built off speculation. So this right here is the reason why RocketX has a pretty solid foundation built, because they actually generate revenue through the fees, through rocket swaps, cross-chain bridges, listing fees. So they even have I believe they got a launch pad. Don't quote me, because I did see a tweet where they were talking about you can launch your token on RocketX. So I do believe they have a launch pad, but they also charge for listing fees if you want your new cryptocurrency listed on RocketX. Well, a lot of people don't know that the coin market caps, the exchanges, there is a fee that you got to pay in most cases to be listed, unless you're just popping like that and the exchange hits you up and like, you know what, you may offer us a lot of value. Let's list your token. And of course, the RocketX partner APIs, which allow integration within the ecosystem. They also have Buyback. So some percentage of the platform fees will be used to buy back RVF from the market on a daily basis, starting from the Bitcoin halving cycle. So we are nearing the halving cycle. You can see here, family, 165 days into the halving cycle. And with RVF, they have a huge buyback system where a lot of the liquidity they're making on fees, they plan on doing a massive buyback around the time of the Bitcoin halving event. So the people that's holding now could be massively rewarded as they inject some of the liquidity from the fees back into the token, buying the token, and causing the appreciation of the token. So in my opinion, that's crazy utility to be holding this token over time. This is why it pays in some cases to hold the token. As the product adoption increases, RVF is going to be scarce. So they also have a system where I'm not sure if it's burns or how it works, but you can see that the circulating supply is 75% of the max supply, and the max supply is only 99 million. So this project, just like the name, has the ability to be a legit rocket, because the lack of supply, which means limited supply, which means it could potentially go through a supply shock where the supply of RVF could become rare and cause this token to appreciate in a very, very, very good way over time. So the buyback could be huge for the whole ecosystem and for the people, especially the people that's holding RVF token. It also pays to hold this token if you do trading on this project. So if you are a DJ, and if you are a trader, if you are a whale, for holding the RVF tokens, you get discounts on the platform, right? So 2,000 RVF tokens gives you a 25% discount. 100,000 RVF tokens gives you a 50% discount. 500,000 RVF tokens gives you a 75% discount. And if you hold a 1 million RVF tokens, well, now you get 100% discount on the platform fees. So if that's not a utility, I don't know what to tell you, right? More tokens you hold, if you're DJing, if you do a lot of trading, if you're a day trader and you just trade cryptocurrency and you don't really care about holding it, well, what it pays to hold this token, because now you don't have to pay the platform fees. And we know fees can get crazy if you are trading cryptocurrency on a day-to-day basis. So, and then they also have a store where you can shop using RVF with over 2,000 brands in 53 countries, and you get early access to products for the 10K RVF holders. So, yeah, That's a lot of utility there. It pays to hold these tokens because it, as they do these buybacks, I would imagine that the supply will continue to be limited, and we could see something crazy from RVF as it gets adopted, not just from retail, but from an institutional standpoint. Well, then that's where the supply shock comes in. So in my opinion, RVF is a very, very good play. It's sitting at a $49 million market cap. All right. So let's compare this because I know this is what everybody came to the video for. And you can see their Twitter. They man, go to their Twitter and just read on some of the things. Yeah. So I was right. So you can actually, this is what I was looking at earlier. You can actually launch your cryptocurrency on RocketX. So it's also a damn launch pad. I mean, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with this product. All right, let's get the coin perspective here, right? And we want to compare RocketX Finance to some of the peers in the space. We can start with like the DEXs, and then we'll go to the CEXs here. So let's go to RVF, RocketX Exchange. So let's start with something like PancakeSwap. I think that might. Oh, well, actually, let's start with Uniswap, right? Uniswap, they just recently said they're going to be doing KYC, so maybe a lot of people don't want to deal with Uniswap anymore. They want to move off. RocketX, if it was able to hit a $3.6 billion market cap, family, that would be a 62x. That is insane. And it would sit RVF at $41.81, which I think is attainable with the total supply sitting at 99 million. We've seen projects with under 100 million total supply hit the heights of $100. So to say RVF can be massive and do a 62x, I think a 62x to a 100x is in play, even from here with RVF because of the potential adoption of this exchange. Now, let's say it does something crazy and it hits the Binance, it goes to replace the void that we see from BNB, right? Let's go to, where is it? BNB right here. Well, then that would be a 646x and would sit RocketX at $427. Of course, I don't know if that's attainable in this cycle, but man, if RocketX did go to a $36 billion market cap, that would be insane. And you would be looking at a 646x. And to put that into perspective, let's say you bought $1,000 worth of RocketX here. Let's say 1,500 tokens. Okay, 1,500 tokens. You spent $1,000, 991 to be exact. That's potentially turning $991 into $600,000. That's an insane trade. And if we go back to Uniswap here, that's turning that same $900 into $62,000. That's still a good trade. 62x, that's still a good trade in my opinion. And for the people that was able to get into this thing even earlier, like myself, well, those gains will be even more massive. So RVF, in my opinion, is a play. There will be voids set by FTX, and somebody has to fill that void. We don't know if people are going to go more the decentralized way or stick to centralized exchanges, but there is a conversation for RVX to fill some of that void. And also, I know a lot of people are bullish on LCX for being compliant and say, well, maybe LCX could. Well, LCX doesn't have the degency to it, right? The decentralized aspect or the crypto projects listed on LCX. LCX, the crypto projects, they're the ones that they have listed are ass, in my opinion. They don't really have a lot of good choices. Crypto.com doesn't have the best choices. RocketX, you can literally be a degen, or you can trade, you know what I'm saying, blue chip projects in a seamless fashion, opposed to something like crypto.com where you have to turn certain cryptos into fiat and then rebuy cryptos, and it makes you just pay these fees and fees and fees. RocketX has massive potential. Anything can happen in crypto. This is not financial advice, but you guys let me know what y'all think about RocketX. This is the full review. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.